Love and greetings to you. I am Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation. And the topic is, I don't want to split from my husband. Greetings to you. Welcome back. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation, and I can help you. Your topic is, I don't want to split from my husband, and I don't want you to split from your husband. And I don't know what's going on in your marriage, but to be honest with you, it's not how we approach marriage at the Marriage Foundation. I'm going to give you a lot of information now. You might want to take some notes. So I wasn't always a marriage healer. Until 2001, over 25 years ago, I literally was a divorce mediator. Even spoke at Second Saturday, which is a support group, the first support group for women who are getting a divorce. And a couple in 2001 asked me to help them save their marriage instead of end it. And I was taken aback. They were sent by very good marriage counselor, at least I thought so at that time. And I believe that when a marriage counselor sent a couple to me for a divorce, they knew what they were doing, and that couple just couldn't survive their marriage. But this couple asked me to help them save their marriage because I was a communications expert, and in those days everyone believed that if you're communicating well, your marriage will improve. It's not altogether true. But I told them I would help them. And because I'm not a Western psychologist, you know, I was on the legal end, I approached marriage differently. I asked the question, well, why do people want to separate? And then I asked the question, well, wait a minute, why do people get married in the first place? What do they want out of their marriage? And what you wanted is exactly what your husband wanted. When you met each other, you fell in love, and you wanted to be married and go through your lives together, creating joy, creating happiness and love. And that's not what happened. Now, the first killer of marriage that I identify, because I created teachings, and I had to understand, why do people move apart? Well, they move apart in one way, but there's a part that doesn't move apart. And that's the important part, love. But they move apart because, and I call it overfamiliarity. That's the number one killer. It's present in every single divorce or splitting up situation, is that the couple no longer regard each other the way they did when they first met each other, where there was respectful communication, respectful behavior exclusively. And then over time, it begins maybe with an accidental burp or from the other end. And it's accepted, kind of laughed off. But this lack of consideration is taking each other for granted. And that becomes the mode. And you take each other for granted, but it's not balanced with, wow, you're so good looking. I can't believe I got to marry you. You're the best man I've ever met. That was in the beginning. And now, when was the last time you told your husband, I love you so much? No. All of that is gone. It's been replaced with criticism, condemnation, complaining about everything, not just about him. Where's that love? The love got buried. I call it the eclipse effect. It's hiding behind the day-to-day nonsense. So you don't want to split from your husband, and you know what? Your husband doesn't really want to split from you. He had the same experience that you had. He fell in love with you. He committed to you for the rest of his life. But things have become, for him, not so happy. For you too, it's not so happy. But you're now in a place where you don't want to split, and he's going, maybe I do. You alone. This has become our specialty. Because what I did as I was developing these teachings of marriage was I worked with people for 8 years before we created this website and went online with our courses for men and our courses for women. So I really got to see what works and what doesn't work. And I know that you alone can save your marriage. And I'm going to tell you something else that is not normally accepted. And that is that marriage counseling, couples counseling, doesn't work. Occasionally it works, but it's rare. It's rare. Because usually only one of you wants to save the marriage. Now you're the one who wants to save the marriage. Take advantage of that. Don't put it off. Go to the website. You know, you could sign up for a 3-day trial. It's free. 3-day trial, and see if what I teach works for you. I know it will. Take a look at our reviews page, our testimonials. See what people say. See if it resonates. I'll tell you this. I want your marriage to completely turn around. And I'll tell you this. Everyone who works at the Marriage Foundation, our counselors, because that's part of it, you get counselors, they want your marriage to work too. And for us, it's not a passive thing. We're very, very serious about helping you with your marriage. Now, I hope this was helpful. I hope you're inspired. I hope you want to save your marriage, and you can. You can. Believe me. You can. I've seen it happen thousands of times. How often does it not happen? It's rare that people fail. So give it a shot. You have nothing to lose. Again, I'm Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation. God bless you. I'm praying for you, and take care.